Tonight on SCTV3, we take a behind-the-scenes look at the life of a public safety officer.
Plus, a Q&A with English Professor Jill Giebutowski about her unique classes and campus involvement.
All that and more tonight on SCTV3. Hello and welcome to SCTV3 Weekly News. I'm Sam Macgilpin.
And I'm Tucker Paquette. Thank you for joining us.
We begin tonight with a behind-the-scenes look of the Public Safety Department and what a day in their life looks like patrolling Alden Street.
SCTV3's River Metro rode along with an officer for the day to see exactly what goes on behind the scenes and how they keep the campus safe.
The Department of Public Safety is arguably the most important resource on any college campus for students and faculty. Located right behind the Health Science Center, the Springfield College Department of Public Safety plays a vital role on this campus, keeping the community safe and helping out students and faculty members when need be. This past Saturday, November 9th, I decided to head out and go find out for myself more about public safety and ride along with an officer for the day to get a sense of how they keep the campus safe. Directly behind me is the offices for the Department of Public Safety located right here on the campus of Springfield College, 25 Portsmouth Street. I'm about to head inside and meet with Officer Cody Smith, about to shadow him for a few hours, so let's head inside.
Plop my seatbelt on. Safety first. I always keep my Frost Buddy with me. So usually I pop a Celsius Bad Larry in there. We'll be good to go. So shout out to Frost Buddy because they have a pretty sick system going on here. I got sleeve that comes in and out of it, so I can put one of those giant cans of like Bang in there if I'd like, you know. But definitely always an energy drink all the time. Yeah. So right now I'm doing lot checks. So I'll do scan of all the parking lots on campus, and eventually we'll get to the off-campus stuff because we have a couple of properties there. But as of right now, this is kind of one of the major points that we hit. Everyone has their niche in policing that they like to do, and the things that they like to enforce. Like personally, I'm not a huge parking ticket guy, but what it really bothers me is the handicap parking when you're not handicapped. That kind of stuff, it just it affects me personally, bothers me personally. I feel like it's mind your manners type of thing.
Yeah, we're doing a building check on the town health center. I might have a broken window.
Oh, we'll go check it out. So we're going to the town health center. There might be a broken window. What we're gonna do here is let me go check it out. Control 3 to dispatch. I'll be going off to the town health center. All right, what do we got going on? Wow.
Yeah, put the concrete straight in there.
Not very nice, I'll tell you that. Well, so more than likely, we'll probably end up looking at camera footage from different parking lots. Officer Grant and I are going to do an investigation and see if we can see who threw the concrete through the window. Good investigation by him, picking up on the concrete that's hanging out of the window, and we'll go from there. So we're going to Marsh Memorial. We're going to go unlock the chapel doors. Someone was looking to, in their off-time practice, musical instrument, so we're going to go and let them in, and they can spend as much time as they'd like in there, and we'll go lock it back up when they're all set, and they'll just call us and let us know. Pretty often, to be honest with you. So we have a lot of lockouts. We don't mind doing them. I don't mind doing them. It's not problematic. But sometimes it takes us a lot longer to get here because we do calls for service. We don't have a crazy amount of officers, so we kind of have to divvy things up, and it takes a bit to get places at some time. But if it's an emergency, we'll be there. Control 3 to dispatch. I'll be clear. TCO. So I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts. I'm a city kid, like through and crew. I like my country setting, but that's where I was that's my old stomping ground. So, and I still live there to this day. I've wanted to be a police officer for such a long time. I like to help people. I'm kind of a people pleaser, so, and whether that's to a fault or not, I'm not quite sure, but I've really taken a liking to dealing with people on sometimes their worst day. Most times when you call the police, it's usually your worst day of your life. Just to know that I've been given the tools and I've been put in a position by people around or the higher powers, that I believe in, that I've been kind of put in a position to help as many people as I can and succeed in that role. It's just been it's an eye-opening, humbling experience.
If you're ever in need of any help, the Public Safety Department is the place to call. For all non-emergency calls, you can dial 413-748-3516, and for all emergency calls, dial 413-748-5555. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm River Mitchell.
Outside of day-to-day activities, the Department of Public Safety also provides services like campus shuttles, transportation requests, educational programs, and assistance with vehicle registration.
In honor of Veterans Day this past Monday, Springfield College held a ceremony in front of March Memorial to honor veterans on campus. The event started at noon during the common hour and included lots of space for people to watch and pay their respects. Veterans Luis Rodriguez and Tiffany Jones spoke about their military experience, and there were multiple performances from the Springfield College a cappella chorus. A wreath hanging with the playing of taps, a national song of remembrance, concluded the ceremony. Jacqueline Wolf also spoke, a U.S. Army veteran and the Veterans Coordinator on campus, about the importance of the service.
As a veteran, it's a day to give thanks and give respect to all the veterans that come before and that are currently, as David said, walking amongst us.
For anyone interested in the Veterans and Military Service Center, is located on the second floor of the Union in room 341.
Springfield College welcomed prospective students and their families this past Sunday at their fall open house event. The day kicked off with a resource fair held in the campus union, where students had the chance to meet with faculty and learn about many academic programs and student organizations on campus. There were also tables up for students to see potential housing options and financial aid packages. Later, attendees enjoyed lunch at Cheney Dining Hall, getting a taste of campus dining while chatting with current students and staff. The open house provided an opportunity for potential future Pride members to explore the Springfield College community and see what makes it unique.
The William Blizzard Art Gallery at Springfield College is featuring unique artwork from children this week. Rick's Place, an organization focused on grief for children and teens, facilitated the event. Kids made colorful masks and original dream catchers, while others made paintings. The event featured a memory wall where attendees could place pictures of their loved ones on display. Around 60 people were in attendance for the opening reception, with more looking at the artwork as the week went on. Kelly Murphy, a key organizer for the event, talked about the importance of creative outlets for children.
And we are putting on an incredible show this week titled Colors of Grief, which features wonderful artists from Rick's Place. This is National Grief Awareness Month, and it's a perfect time to bring everyone together for children and adults and family members to celebrate the lives of their loved ones that they've lost and to have some meaningful and wonderful conversations. So please stop by if you can this week to see the show. Thank you.
Tomorrow is the last day to see the display, as it officially closes on Friday night. So swing by the Blizzard Gallery in Blake Hall to catch a glimpse of the artwork.
On Sunday, the Springfield Student Government Association and the YMCA Club came together to hold their second run with the Purpose event of the semester. The two organizations came together aiming to raise awareness for the less fortunate at Thanksgiving. The event began with a 5K around campus, with some students completing the loop multiple times. The finish line was located in lot 19, where runners could take pictures after. The 5K was then followed by some participants packaging food to be donated to Rachel's Table, a food bank in Worcester, in Springfield College's pantry. The food included many Thanksgiving favorites like stuffing and green beans as well.
On Tuesday, the Communication and Sport Journalism program held an internship flashlight event. Held on the 4th floor of the Learning Commons, CUSJ students showcased the various internships they have been working at. Students currently completing internships share their experience in the professional world and some of their daily tasks. The internships on display range from a writing position at Mass Live to covering events for New England Public Media News. Assistant Professor of Communications Fadia Nordvit spoke on the value of hosting events that highlight students' internship opportunities.
I think it's great, and I think the more we have events like this, the more internships and thriving culture that we'll have on campus, where students feel empowered to go outside, they feel confident, they find employers, and we're just going to help students find long-term jobs.
The Career Center offers information on possible internships for students of all majors. They can be reached at 413-748-3222. We now send it over to River Mitchell in Studio B with our local and national weather update. River?
Thank you, Sam. Hope y'all are having a great Thursday so far. I know that the weather for the first part of this week, just like when I shadowed Officer Smith on Saturday, the weather is going to be looking really nice this week, as we're going to have highs pretty much in the high 50s to start, as you see Friday, Saturday, with highs of 57 and 58, jumping up to a high of 61, the highest of the highs, on Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, it will be a little bit cloudier. And for lows, we should expect that low to high 30s and even into the mid-40s as well. And now we will head over to our national weather news. Recently, the Hinesville, Georgia area has seen flooding due to heavy rain. The flooding mainly affected Highway 144 and Mount Olivet Church Road. While the flooding isn't as bad as it's been in the past, according to the EMA, there are still spots where it's worse than others. Since the flooding, roads have been inspected and made sure that they are safe to drive on, removing all debris on the road. While this isn't on the same level as Hurricane Debbie, it's still definitely something that could impact residents in the area. Highway 144 was able to open back up recently, as travel in Liberty County is getting back to normal. Back to you guys in the studio.
After the break, we speak to English Professor Jill Giebutowski for our weekly Q&A.
Oh, Vanessa. You gonna text her back?
Nope. I'm high. I'm gonna hit the treadmill.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Nope. I'm high. How about they come over?
Where?
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Springfield College Professor Jill Giebutowski has a strong love of literary works and in the arts as a whole. I spoke to her about her work with the best of Broadway group and the classes she teaches, including a popular new edition this semester.
They have two shows. They have a fall show, which is a review. So there's a variety of songs from different musicals represented. And then the spring show is just a musical. So they're doing Shrek in the spring. And so it's just two different types of shows. Pretty lengthy program. So it's just a number from a musical, and it could be, there are solos, there are duets, there are groups, and then in between there are like little bits that sort of transition between the songs. So I think there's 2 acts, there's an intermission, but it's just, it doesn't follow, it's not a single show, it's just a little, that's what a review is, it's just sort of a sampling. I'm teaching a few. I'm teaching an online course for our ROSI students, and I'm teaching Writing Studio, and I'm teaching English 114, and I'm also teaching English 215, which is readings and literature, but I chose to center around Taylor Swift. So I don't want to say that there's a favorite, because I really am enjoying all of the classes. The Taylor Swift course is new. So to be able to sort of dive into her music and pair it with literature, pair it with Shakespeare, pair it with a novel that we just read, is just challenging because it's new. So when you teach a new course, it's requires a lot of your attention, and I think the students in the class are pretty enthusiastic about learning about Taylor Swift, and we talk about all of her eras, her whole catalog of songs. So that's been pretty fun. Created 4 units. Each of the units is tied to a Taylor Swift lyric. But across all of them, we are discussing things like her songwriting, definitely themes that come up in her work.
Professor Giebutowski was not able to confirm whether or not the class on Taylor Swift's music is set to return next fall, but she hopes it will.
Springfield College student Lenska Shera-Rubin is the second recipient of the LEG and Deborah Baker Endowed Scholarship Fund. Lenska is a part of the honors program here at Springfield College, which is located on the 3rd floor of Blake Hall. The honors program invites students to challenge themselves by providing classes for students to take part in outside of their current majors. Lenska is a business major and a first-generation college student born in Haiti. She shared what the honors program has to offer and some of the lessons she has learned as a part of it.
It's just a course where it kind of like invites you to challenge yourself and take on more like responsibility. I got to know you and like know more about yourself and your story and your experience as being a first gen, and how it's been going and how you've improved and what you've learned, and like how you intend to be a leader, how you intend to help people who will come into the school and have that same experience as you.
Lenska hopes to continue her journey in seeking out higher education, always looking to challenge herself further.
Now taking a look at some national headlines, starting right here in Massachusetts. Over the last few weeks, the Northeast been battling a number of wildfires. The wildfires are persisting. I say it's like New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. Authorities say droughts and drier climates have led to an increase of brush fires, and authorities are continuing to try and get them under control. SCTV3's Kyle Valentine has more on the situation.
Authorities in areas such as Middleton, Massachusetts are continuing to fight the flames that originated from a brush fire in Salem. Firefighters say it could take several days to fight the fires and for the smoke to be cleared out of the surrounding neighborhoods. They have been working overtime to protect these homes from the fire that spread over 100 acres. Governor Maura Healey held a press conference on Tuesday to inform citizens about the prevention of these brush fires.
I'm also here today to speak directly to the public, to let the public know that a lot of these fires that we're seeing, they're caused by human behavior, okay? Now is not the time to burn leaves. Now is not the time to go outside and light a fire out back.
So far, 18 brush fires have been reported across the state of Massachusetts in the past 24 hours. People as far south of Salem as Boston say they can smell the smoke. Fire crews are dumping buckets of water from helicopters in efforts to slow or stop the fires. Healey urged citizens to do their part in preventing these fires.
My ask to the public is that you do everything that you can to minimize the risks, to protect our communities, to conserve water, and to support our firefighters.
Red flag warnings continue to be in effect around different counties across Massachusetts in areas like Northampton, Monson, Montgomery, and Northfield. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Kyle Valentine.
As of yesterday, about 60 wildfires are still burning in Massachusetts. That is down from the 175 wildfires which were reported earlier this month on the 9th.
President-elect Donald Trump has wasted no time making a number of significant nominations for his cabinet positions. Trump hopes to prepare his staff for his new administration that is focused on the economy, immigration, and more. SCTV3's Caitlin Kupiak has the details.
In less than 3 months, President-elect Donald Trump will be inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States, and preparations for the new administration are already underway. Trump has appointed Susie Wiles, his former campaign manager, as his chief of staff. Wiles will be the first woman to hold this role and is set to play a key part in Trump's plans to reform the federal government. On Wednesday, Trump also confirmed that he will nominate Florida Senator Marco Rubio as Secretary of State, bringing a prominent Republican voice into his cabinet.
It's a tremendous honor that the President would place his confidence in me in a position of such importance. It's also a tremendous responsibility, and the job of the Secretary of State is to execute on the foreign policy set by the elected President of the United States, and I hope to have the opportunity to do it if my current colleagues here in the U.S. Senate confirm me.
Additionally, Fox News anchor Pete Hegseth, who interviewed Trump just before Election Day, has been nominated to serve as Secretary of Defense. Hegseth, a veteran of the Army National Guard with service in Iraq and Afghanistan, brings extensive military experience to the position. Trump further announced that SpaceX and Tesla founder Elon Musk, along with biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead a proposed new Department of Government Efficiency. Musk shared this vision with Trump supporters at a recent rally in New York City.
More money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
Trump has also picked Tom Homan to be his border czar. The position does not require Senate confirmation, which would allow Homan to start deporting undocumented immigrants on day one of Trump's administration. Homan has confirmed the U.S. military will play a role.
We'll know who we're going to arrest, where we're most likely to find them based on numerous investigative processes.
Homan is Trump's former director of U.S. Immigration Enforcement and was the architect of Trump's first policy that resulted in undocumented immigrants being separated from family members who were citizens. Trump is expected to continue filling the ranks of his cabinet and senior staff at the White House. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Caitlin Kupiak.
Trump has also officially nominated Florida Representative Matt Gaetz to be the Attorney General and former President candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Health and Human Services Secretary.
One of the world's most prominent religious leaders has resigned after not reporting cases of a suspected child abuse to police. The Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, is the top official in the worldwide Anglican Communion. In SCTV3's Connor Rourke has more on his decision to step down.
Archbishop Welby has been a prominent figure in a number of royal English ceremonies, such as Prince Harry's wedding and Queen Elizabeth's funeral. This week, he officially resigned after asking permission from the current monarch, King Charles III. Welby has been under investigation for suppressing actions committed by the late John Smith. Smith allegedly abused 130 boys and young men to traumatic physical, sexual, and psychological abuse over 5 decades in both the UK and Africa.
But this is really a watershed moment for the Church of England. We've never seen anything like this from, for example, the leader of the Roman Catholic Church.
The investigation also discovered that Welby has known of these allegations since 2013, but he never reported the cases to the police. Welby was a controversial candidate for his position before the scandal surfaced. He struggled to unite the Anglican Communion, which has been driven by sharply divergent views on issues such as gay rights and the place of women in the church. In the past, former Catholic figures have been found guilty of abuse, but they never publicly admitted criminal wrongdoing in obstructing investigations such as Welby. He is the first to resign due to allegations thrown against him. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Connor Rourke.
Welby himself is not accused of abuse. His replacement will likely take months to be chosen, and the process of selecting a new archbishop is traditionally shrouded in secrecy.
When we come back, see an exclusive interview with men's basketball player Jerron Flynn on SCTV3 Sports Extra.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jill, spot me on this last one. There it is.
Keep going with it. Leo! They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Hello and welcome to another edition of SCTV3 Sports Extra. I'm Liam Riley and I have you covered on all things Pride Athletics. The Springfield College women's basketball team fell across town rival Western New England in their season opener this year. In a back-and-forth battle inside Blake Arena, Springfield College fans were treated with a great game in the first of a doubleheader last Friday night. Preseason All-American Angela Sarim contributed to a double-double, but was not strong enough to hold, getting outscored by 14 points in the second half. The Pride faced Endicott on Thursday night and continued their season in the Trinity College Tournament this weekend. WNE squeaked out a narrow 76-75 win over Springfield College on Friday in their season opener. The back-and-forth campaign came down to the final shot at the buzzer. Springfield was able to get a mid-range shot from the left side, but couldn't get the shot to fall. Despite the loss, it was a very competitive back-and-forth game. Springfield's Jerron Flynn shined with 24 points on 11-12 shooting from the field. Zoran Livingston also added 17 points with 2 threes on the night. The Pride led for most of the game but could not pull away with the win late in the second half after momentum started to switch. Springfield will travel this weekend to Virginia to compete in the Frankie Allen Tip-Off Tournament. The women's volleyball team defeated Coast Guard 3-1 in the first round in NUMAC Championship playoffs. The Pride are back in the playoffs as the number 2 seed and drew number 7 Coast Guard, a team they lost 3-1 to earlier in the season. The first set started out neck and neck until Springfield broke away and won 25-19. The Pride carried this momentum into the second set to lead by 5 early on. Springfield won this set after Riley Donahue slammed a kill to put Springfield up 2-0. The Bears didn't let up yet, though, as they rallied back to win the third set. Springfield ended Coast Guard's comeback as they won the fourth set 25-19 to move on. The Pride traveled to MIT Saturday to play Smith College at 3:30. Men's basketball kicked off their season last week, so I talked to graduate student Jerron Flynn about how the team has looked so far. I'm Liam Riley, and I'm doing our weekly in-studio athlete interview. I'm here with Jerron Flynn. Jerron, how's Springfield been so far for you?
Springfield's been a good time. I've liked my experience here so far. Coming from the NESCAT school, coming over to a NUMAC school, it's not too much of a difference because they're both small, but I like the school environment here, how passionate everybody is, and making sure everyone's doing okay, how supportive everyone is, and just all the support I've gotten here so far has been immense from outside of basketball, from inside of basketball. Just everyone's support has been crazy, and that's what I love the most about Springfield so far.
So how different is Springfield's program from Connecticut College's program?
Definitely different. Having been at Connecticut for 4 years, building those different relationships, obviously it's going to be different here. But the guys I'm with right now, I wouldn't trade anything for the world. We've gotten really close in a short amount of time. We've been battle tested already, and I would go to war with these guys. And we have a long season to go. We're not doing too hot right now, but we're going to figure it out and turn around, I'm sure of it. But I love it here. We're making something happen this season, I believe.
And that brings me into my next question. What are your goals for this season?
Just get on the winning side. I know these past couple years we've been maybe won like 8 total games, but we're trying to change that around, make it to the playoffs high season. I don't know if you saw, but we were ranked last for the NUMAC poll, and we want to change that, be top 1, top 2, and even win a ring if we can, make it to the tournament too.
You wear the number 5. Is there a special meaning behind that?
Yeah, so in the city of Boston, we had a man named Terrence Clark died. He ran the city, a great basketball player, great kid. He died at a young age, so he wore that number 5. He represented it well for the city. So wearing the number across my chest means a lot because it means I'm doing a lot for the city. It has a lot of impact on the city of Boston, so that's why I wear number 5.
That's going to be it for this week's edition of our athlete interview. We'd like to thank Jerron for being able to come out. For those who haven't been able to attend a men's basketball game, the next home one will be against MIT on December 4th. Now let's take a look at this week's home and away schedules. After winning the City of Springfield Championship, wrestling hosts New England College tomorrow night. The next day, swimming and diving compete in their first tri-meet of the year against Williams College and Wesleyan. Wrapping up our home schedule preview is women's basketball facing off against Rhode Island College. For our away schedule, the basketball team will compete this weekend in the Frankie Allen Tip-Off Tournament. They play in the opener against Roanoke Friday night. Cross country is reaching the end of their season as they travel to compete in the NCAA Division III Mid-East Regional Championships. Number 20 football will look to cap off their undefeated season by taking on SUNY Maritime. The women's volleyball team has reached the NUMAC Championship Tournament semifinals and will be playing Smith on Saturday. Our last team for the week is women's basketball competing in the Trinity Tip-Off Tournament. The Pride will play Eastern Connecticut State on Saturday and Trinity College on Sunday. To see each team's schedule for the entire season, visit SpringfieldCollegePride.com. That'll do it for this week's edition of Sports Extra. Stick around after the break to see another edition of Patty's Pizza Picks.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
SCTV3's Patrick Fergus got back out there on the streets of Springfield to find the best pizza around. In another edition of Patty's Pizza Picks, he visits Two Guys Pizzeria.
We're at Two Guys Pizzeria on the corner of Page Boulevard. Let's head inside.
I'm not sure I've ever seen such a fitting Massachusetts pizza shop. The walls covered with every piece of Boston sports memorabilia you could think of. Opening in 1964, Two Guys features a chummy staff and very fair prices. The dining area itself was small, but a nice counter space was the perfect spot to grab some slices. I had just ordered two, apt with the name of the establishment, and was ready to dig in. But my eagerness got the best of me.
Got a nice looking slice here. A good amount of flop. It's hot, so let's see how this goes. Oh, it's hot. Would have liked a little more of a crispy tone here on the crust, but good cheese, solid sauce. I mean, it's a good slice.
This is the kind of pizza that anyone can enjoy, as Two Guys Pizzeria lands a well-earned 4 stars. Taking a look at the updated power rankings, Two Guys slots in at number 4, just missing out on a tie for a top 3 spot. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Pizza Pat.
That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you for joining us. A reminder that past shows and stories can be found on our YouTube channel at SCTV3.
Make sure to tune in next week for more news and sports coverage.
Same time,
same place.